Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to this new video in Postgresql series. So earlier we had a small discussion about Postgresql and we were introduced to the term like page. Just like our Oracle database, the smallest unit is a data block. Here also that is called pages or page. So our first question is, what is a page? The page is the smallest unit of the data storage. So all the information or data which is stored in the database are going to be stored on the pages. Every table and index is stored as an array of pages of fixed size, means all the pages are arranged in a sequence or as an array. So you can't have pages of different sizes on the same database. And by default in PostgreSQL the size of a page is 8 KB. So can't we have different page size in a single database in PostgreSQL? No, we cannot. But we can have multiple page sizes in different PostgreSQL databases, like 16 KB, 32 KB. But while configuration of the server, we have to make sure the page size of that. We have to configure that explicitly. Otherwise, the default would be 8 KB only. But why do we need different size of page size? Because there are a few databases like data warehouse where the select statements mainly use. In this type of databases, they require a higher page size to fetch more data. So there are specific types of databases which require a higher pages. So all pages are logically equivalent, can be stored in any page, but we cannot choose which row goes into which page. This decision will be taken by the database. So now we are going to look about the layout of that page. So you can see this is the page and there are certain items we are going to discuss about. This page size is by default 8 KB. So let us discuss about the first component, that is page header data. So page header gives the information about the free space in the page. So if you are going to insert a record, the database will first check with the page header about the availability of space. Depending on that availability, the record will be inserted in that page or it will move on to the next page. So our next component is that item ID data, which means it gives the actual pointer to the tuple or a row. So it is basically a pointer which is pointing to that actual row where the actual data is presented. And our next component is free space or unallocated space. So whenever the database is trying to insert a record, it is going to insert from the bottom. So you can see that there is a space called special. From there you can see that duplicate rows are getting into it, sort of always from the bottom to top. So all the records are inserted in this order. Then the next component is the row itself or tuple, or you can call as item. Means in the earlier we have seen that item ID was having that address of that actual row or tuple or item, and it will be pointing out that actual item where that actual data is being stored. And in the last we can see the special. So like it holds that information about the access informations. So we'll be looking into this components in more deeper while doing that practicals. So hope you have understood basic information of the pages in PostgreSQL database. We'll see in the next video, and don't forget to watch Oracle database administration videos, and yeah, see you in the next video.